And then a brief process. You don't know if you're no chance. She going early?
I gotta move in. I'm moving in on the 14th of August.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully Nikita off.
When Nikita in there?
She's trying to figure out if she can go back to get her doctorate or go get her.
Oh, she ever got her master's?
Because you know when she get what she doing.
What program she doing?
Yeah, when she finishes it'll
be doing a master's program online. She started it a couple weeks ago.
So her worst herself. She's trying to.
I would have to do that again. I would find an apartment with mine in and a friend and stay there until they got that moving.
And that
moving
out is something.
Yeah, you said you like kill me.
Well, the thing about the younger one is.
She don't have a lot of stuff.
Oh, she gonna
I
have.
thought it said she
Gonna have just as much stuff as Nikita.
That's what I thought.
But she ain't like Nikita. So when we go up there, she
gonna have all her stuff packed that big.
She gonna go with the bare minimum.
Oh, okay.
Because when she move in on the 14th, she coming back home.
Oh, yeah, you would take a little bit. She'll take some more. Okay, I get you.
But I won't go back and forth to Winston like that.
Right, that moving in, moving out. So,
I go back and forth to Durham.
Yeah.
I would to go back and go to Green.
I run up there and act like I got a doctor appointment.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that's in addition, you have more stuff.
Right.
Then she found out who's important the last year.
No, so.
Yeah, the last year, not the last year, she was in the apartment.
Right.
Right back in the same place they did all from. So then you get moved and stuff out. 2 weeks you go. I'm like, I was just no, I know that's what they said. They couldn't. She went back to the same room though, because of apartment.
That's what I said. So now that time you get your apartment, you done with it.
So with her, the good thing about it is, especially that she didn't get a chance to talk to the DA rep. So I thought we'd go ahead and send them an email. Yeah, and we'll get that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My child got some shoes. I said, why you can't wear them? My daddy said, you never want that time. He only wore that at one time. He did a bang. When she first moved in, he wanted to see where he would because he go get her for them.
She was on the porch floor yesterday.
Oh, Lord.
She would have to, you gonna walk up the stairs?
Hey, how you doing? How you been?
Area.
I heard it's that track.
What time was it?
That's kind of close. It was probably around about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I think I heard that. I ain't never been that coming.
You mean the first 4 hours of the flight?
Because
he used to do water. Leggett water.
I think if I touch him, I ain't really
Because I just checked when I got home. I was at the phone.
They have it morning.
How you doing there?
Got 28 more years.
I ain't even go there.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing, Rick?
All right.
What's up, man?
How you doing, Mr. Chair? How you doing, sir? Good.
Liz? She said it was.
Yes, sir. How you doing, sir? All right.
You got to sign in, Joyce. Sign in. Thanks for all that.
She was more.
Thank you all right. I'm bringing up how you are. Let me bow up. Said I'm coming.
How you doing, sir? How are you? How you doing? So I just read the article today.
I thought this is never happened. I need it. You can hear something. Right there, you ain't ringing that. That's down right there. That's it. You ain't ringing. It should ring. It should ring that. Yeah, I guess so.
Hello. How you doing? I'm doing well. How about you?
Yes, sir.
I do not have the gavel.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our public community meeting tonight. I turn it over to our Board of Education Chair, Dr. Evelyn Wilson.
Thank you, Dr. Bryant. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
We're delighted to see you. And as long as we're pulling our chairs, that's like great. That means we have good attendance. I would declare and call this meeting to order and would ask each one to stand as we do our pledge of allegiance. And that's the flag right there. I pledge
allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, we will ask the principal of our North Edgecombe School to make a few comments and welcome you to the Leggett School.
Good evening to Dr. Wilson, Dr. Bryan, our board, each of you. We just want to say on behalf of our admin team and our staff, welcome to North Edgecombe High School. If anything we do to make your time here more comfortable, please let me know. There are restrooms out this door to my right, or if you go out the back door here, straight ahead, there's restrooms there if you need it. But while you're here, I hope it's comfortable and certainly informative. Looking forward to hearing more information. Back to Dr. Wilson.
Okay, thank you. We said that we will keep our meeting on schedule. So that's what we would like to do. And at this time, I will present our lawyer from Thurman. She used to be our real lawyer, but she's been back so much it seems as though she's still our real person that represents us. But she will do our overview.
Thank you, Dr. Wilson. Some of you may have seen me before. I'm not going to give a full presentation, but just want to review the process a little bit. As you all know, as a result of the county line merger legislation was passed by the North Carolina General Assembly, the Edgecombe County Board of Education is required to adjust its voting districts for board members to ensure that each district is substantially equal in size of population. And that is constitutional principle of one person, one vote. Because land and people that are added to Edgecombe County schools as a result of the demerger, the jurisdiction is increasing in population over 25%, over 9,000 people, almost 10,000 people. And so those additional population needs to be incorporated. This process has to be completed by December 1st, 2025, when candidate filing opens for next year's board elections. Since August of last year, there have been a series of informational presentations at the board's regular meetings. The board has had multiple about redistricting was involved and open to the public. Before any maps were prepared, the board sought public input regarding communities of interest. The board has received public comment at its regular board meetings. The board selected redistricting criteria, which were used by the demographer, Leggett, to develop maps for the board's new districts that would meet this year. The other map, option D2, is based initially on the Edgecombe County Board of County Commissioners districts, and then changed slightly to meet requests of the Board of Education, including adding those to the district and some other changes. So tonight is the first of 4 community meetings that the board's holding in order to get additional input before adopting its final redistricting plan. So with that being said, we'll now hear from members of the public who have signed up to speak. And as a reminder, we would ask that you give your name and address before you begin, and each speaker will have 3 minutes. And then I just want to say that we haven't set a limit on the number of speakers, but everyone should have signed up before the meeting. After the last speaker, the meeting will adjourn, but we will have 3 more community meetings at 6 o'clock on June 12th at Tarboro High School, June 24th at D.S. Johnson Elementary School, and June 30th at Southwest Edgecombe High School. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Stagner. I have the list, and we will call it as it's assigned. The first speaker is Sue Perry Cole.
Good evening, Madam Chairperson and members of the Board of Education. My name is Susan Perry Cole, and I reside at 251 Rose Street in Rocky Mount. I'm also a member of the School Demerger Community Redistricting Working Group. I speak this evening to provide public feedback on the proposed draft redistricting plans before the board. Let me begin by stating on behalf of our group that option C is the best choice for respecting communities of interest in Edgecombe for the school board districts. We thank the board for considering this map. Option C has been the resounding choice of community members present at board meetings. For the following additional reasons, we ask the board to vote for option C. Option C was drawn with the specific purpose of respecting communities of interest as identified by community members who live in these areas, and these communities should be respected. Keeping communities of interest together is important for community representation, and multiple people won't represent the same neighborhoods. It is also important because people will be able to identify who represents them in a simple manner. Under option C, the North in District 2 in the North keeps together Brattleboro, Whitakers, and Leggett communities of interest. I want to conclude by thanking the board for its transparency during this redistricting process. And thank you for the opportunity to share these comments tonight.
Thank you. Next person, Oliver Washi.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair, to
Good evening.
all of you, and to Dr. Ryan. Thank you for the opportunity to be here to give feedback concerning the demerger. I am Oliver Washington. I reside at 1063 U.S. Highway 301, Whitakers, North Carolina. I've been a resident of Edgecombe County all my life. I have attended the Edgecombe County schools my entire time. My children have attended the Edgecombe County schools. So I have a vested interest in the Edgecombe County school system. I love Edgecombe County. I pastor a church in Edgecombe County. And so for that reason, I am in support of option C. I am also the chair of Precinct 6-1, which encompasses Whitakers. And that being said, District 2 and option C will keep Whitakers, Leggett, and Brattleboro together. And I believe that it's best in the best interest of the constituents that we do that in option C. And my school years, we've all went from Willow Grove to North Edgecombe. And so those counties, we all grew up together and we went to school together. And so it just seems that it would be in the best interest that we keep use option C. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. The next person is Venetia Moore Rushing.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair and board members.
Good evening.
My name is Venetia Moore Rushing. I am a lifelong 70-year resident of Edgecombe County. As a retired educator in the old Nash Rocky Mount schools, I also live in Rocky Mount, as I said, and I own property in the northwestern tip of Edgecombe County. So I have a vested interest in seeing what's best for our students. I'm also a graduate of the combined first year, 1973, North Edgecombe School with Consolidated Phillips, North Edgecombe, and some other county schools. Now, as a retired educator, I went directly to Webster's Dictionary, and it talks a little bit about gerrymandering. It means to manipulate boundaries of constituency so as to favor a certain group or people, our neighbors. Sometimes politicians like to appeal to our emotions and talk about the good talk or walking the good walk. I want to do what's opposite of that. I propose that we do something for our students. As some young people say, let's keep it real. During that, I would hope that you would consider option C. When districts follow whole precincts and recognizable boundaries, like in option C, it helps people feel connected to their districts, their neighbors, and the people for which they vote. Now, why does this matter, you ask? Because when neighbors are in the same district, they're more likely to share common concerns, attend the same community meetings, and vote for those same neighbors. It makes it easier for elected officials to understand and represent the people that they serve. When a district is drawn clear, familiar lines, it's not just easy to explain. It reflects real communities, not just lines on a map. That helps build trust in the process and encourages more people to get involved. In short, good district design supports real community connection. It strengthens democracy from the ground up. At its core, democracy is about fair representation. It's about making sure that every voice counts. Aren't you tired of hearing my vote doesn't count? It's not the loudest, the wealthiest, or the most connected voice. It's about fair representation, fair district maps, like option C. That option is a concentrated way that we can protect all people. Because when we get to the right map, thank you for your time. I ask you to support option C, and let's make it real for our children. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Marvis Stiff. Mavis, I'm sorry.
Good evening. My name is Mavis Stiff. I am a resident of Leggett community, a proud mother, grandmother, great aunt of students who have graduated and future generations that will graduate from Edgecombe County Public School System. Thank you for holding the public forum to hear community feedback on the school board redraw of district maps to assure 9,800 residents of the Edgecombe side of Rocky Mount. I stand to oppose option D2 map. This map divides Brattleboro and Whittaker's from Leggett and therefore divides precinct 5-1 where I vote. Presently, precinct 5-1 includes residents on O'Neill Road, Carolina Lane, Armstrong Road, and Dixon Lane. On option D2 map, precinct 5-1 will end at Ebenezer Road, approximately 3 miles before O'Neill Road to increase contingents for District 5 current school board member. Option D2 map focus on retaining more current voters for District 5 current school board member versus keeping intact community groups of interest for their representation on the school board and future school board elections. My request is that Edgecombe County School Board vote against option D2 map. Voting for option C map allows communities to elect an individual that represents their community concerns in future electoral process. Thank you for listening and acting in favor of communities of interest concerns. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, James Wren.
Good evening, board members, and Dr. Bryan. Thank you for allowing us to speak to you tonight here in Leggett. Good evening. My name is James Wren, 704 North Line 97 East here in Leggett. I'm the Democratic Party chair for Precinct 5-1 here in Leggett, as well as Vice President of the Community Empowerment Alliance based at the Franklin Center at Bricks. My wife and I are proud parents of 2 proud graduates of Edgecombe County Public Schools. We believe in public education. Here in North Carolina, public education as a right is intrinsically linked to voting rights of all that is enshrined in our North Carolina Reconstruction Constitution of 1868, a milestone in the struggle from slavery to freedom. Today, we're living in a time in which both public education and voting rights are under attack. African Americans have continuously made up the majority of Edgecombe's population since 1840, after enslaved Africans were brought here to pick cotton that so enriched the white planter class in this county. Even after emancipation and voting rights, the African American majority in this county had to struggle continually to secure equal and free public education for their children and political power flowing from the free exercise of voting rights. Only in the last 20 years has Edgecombe's black majority achieved a measure of democratic political power. We believe in democracy. In 2022, the Edgecombe County Commissioners, led by Chairman Leonard Wiggins, and the Edgecombe Board of Education took decisive action to free this county and its school-aged children from the unfair discriminatory burden placed on Edgecombe by the Nash County Commissioners and their allies in the North Carolina General Assembly. The subsequent school demerger brings 9,800 primarily black residents and their 1,700 school-aged children from the Edgecombe side of Rocky Mount into the Edgecombe County Public Schools where they should be. As a resident of this county for over 45 years, I wholeheartedly support map option C as providing the fairest distribution of black voting age population across the 7 newly drawn districts. Map C has no district with more than 76% black voters, while Map D2 has 1 district with almost 90% and another district with more than 82% black voters. By keeping communities of interest together, Map C better advances the voting rights of the majority in Edgecombe County that now includes the residents and students of Rocky Mount, and serves to ensure best representation for guiding the direction of our public education in Edgecombe County to the future benefit, welfare, and success of our Edgecombe students. Thank you.
Thank you. Janice Bellamy.
I say good evening.
Good evening.
To Madam Chair and to the board. My name is Janice Bellamy. I preside at 105 North Porter Street in Whitakers. I never attended Edgecombe County School, but I have children that attended, graduated from it. I have grandchildren, nieces, and nephews here at Edgecombe County School. I also am president of the Community Empowerment Alliance. I also sit on the board of commissioner in the town of Whitakers. I stand before you to say that the map C is better than map D2. If you notice that map D had 82 to 92% of high black voters versus the voting in map C. Let me read it like I got it, and then that way you understand what I'm saying. I think we understand. Map C is better because no district has higher than 76% black voters, while Map D has 2 districts with 82 and 98%, almost 90 now percent black voters. Map D undermines black voters' representation across the district, while Map C is fairly distributed. Now, if we look at the way the map is, we should know that things should be changed around because we need to have a equal representation of our blacks in each district. So I say if we think and pray and think, I say pray y'all if y'all don't like it, pray. But if you think and look right, we'll think on map C because map C is the better decision. Thank you.
Thank you. Jackie King.
Good evening, Dr. Bryan, Madam Chair, rest of the board members. I am Jackie King. I reside at 122 Daniels Avenue in the Battleboro community as a part of the city of Rocky Mount. I also am secretary of our neighborhood association, and I am the second vice chair of the Rocky Mount branch of the NAACP. We believe the option C is the best choice for representing communities of interest in Edgecombe for the school board districts, and we ask you to vote for option C. Also, option C has been the resounding choice of community members like me and all those who are present at board meetings, and was also identified as the community map of choice in April 2025 to the letter to the board from the community members. So again, option C is the best option for our students. I want to back up and say one thing too. I also am a graduate of Edgecombe County Public Schools. I graduated from North Edgecombe. My children graduated from North Edgecombe, and so did my husband. We are all Edgecombe County graduates. I've been almost 64 years next week. I've been a resident of Edgecombe County, and I'm Edgecombe County proud. And I ask that you support option C for the neighborhoods, the communities, and all the students involved. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, Dorothy.
Good evening, board members.
Good evening.
My name is Dorothy Tucker, and I reside at 105 Byron Avenue in Battleboro. and I am the president of Belleville Community. I'm the co-chairman of the Democratic Party. And I want to thank the board, transparency during the redistricting process. Option C was drawn with the very specific purpose of respecting communities of interest as identified by the community member that live in these areas. And these communities should be respected. Option C, District 2 in the north keeps together the Ballard, Whitakers, and Leggett community of interest, all of the precinct 6-1 and 5-1. I didn't go to North Edgecombe School, but I had children to graduate and grandchildren to graduate from North Edgecombe School. And option C is the right mayor.
Thank you.
Next, Reverend Dr. Joyce Lane.
Good evening, board members, Dr. Wilson, community, and educators. I said I would be called as soon as I put this man in my mouth. That's okay.
Go on and enjoy it.
I am Reverend Dr. Joyce Lane. I live at 3334 Spates Chapel Road in Whitaker, North Carolina. It's a small community nestled between Dunbar, Brattleboro, Leggett, and Whitaker. I have lived there well, I was born at that property, but I've been in the military and all types of things, so that's neither here nor there. I have two sons that attended Edgecombe County schools and graduated from North Edgecombe. But before I go on, I just want to thank the board for its transparency during the redistricting process. We appreciate it, and I'm going to read it so it sounds real nice. And hope the transparency and information sharing continues throughout the process. Thank you for hosting these public meetings and posting the redistricting maps in multiple locations. I too select option C. It is the best choice for respecting communities of interest in Edgecombe County and for the school board districts, and we ask that the board vote for option C. Okay. Another reason I'm saying this is because we need to keep the communities of interest together. And it's important for community representation. For example, multiple board members will not represent the same neighborhoods. It is also important because citizens will be able to identify who represents them and in a simpler manner. This will also affect the votes and the funds allocated to area residents. Communication is also an issue because of the vast areas covered. Hopefully, board members will actively continue to make the public aware of their board representation or who their board representative is. It would be a great help if all board members were more transparent in this area by using appropriate language to present information to their constituents. In conclusion, community members need to know that they are being represented fairly and all issues will be communicated openly and represented by the board. And I said that about making it known because a lot of people who don't know who their board members or representative is in their area. So it would be really nice to add that little bit. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next, Terrell Perry.
Good evening, Madam Chair, Board,
Good evening.
Dr. Bryan. My name is Terrell Perry. I stay at 10146 Highway 33 Northwest. I am a proud graduate of North Edgecombe High School. My baby just graduated Friday. I ain't done crying yet. I'm still trying to get it together. But also, my oldest baby graduated in 2000. Yeah, 2020 with Jackie King, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, man, I'm trying to get it together. My eyes still watering. I want to thank y'all for the transparency and the opportunity to come in and talk about the redistricting these maps. I think option C would be the best to talk about. I want to support it because I think it's the best choice of representing communities and the interests of Edgecombe County. It will not, separate the communities. And I also feel that with the 9,800 people that came in with the, as they say, demerger, but I say with the merger because they are actually coming back where they belong. They're merging back with us. That will give them the full opportunity to be fairly represented by you guys evenly. I mean, even, because right now, we here at North Edgecombe, we have students here, and their parents, they voted, but they voted for the people on the board in Nash County. So there's stuff that's going on here that they have absolutely no clue about. So on option C, with it being, everything spread out and everything being even, I feel like that's the best option because it will keep everything evenly distributed and they'll get to pretty much have their say so and everything pretty much go in and it'll be fair. So it won't just be everything Edgecombe County and then the Rocky Mount people just got to roll with the punches. So I appreciate y'all for listening and thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next is Anthony Carney. Nikki. Done.
How y'all doing? All right, look, I'm here. Option C is best for me. It's been working for a while, a long time. So it's not broke. Let's not fix it. But here we go. The creation of D2 seems to have been made to achieve a specific goal of protecting certain incumbents while breaking up communities of interest that have been identified in the workers group community of interest submission. Now, I was in the military and North Carolina never had any professional team at first. So I was always behind the power curve. I like, okay, one day we're going to get a team. 3 ways. It happened. So when you find something that's good, that you can relate to, that is your home team, like option C, for me, that's what it is. And by the way, I have one daughter that's attending school now. She just graduated Phillips. I have another son in the Philippines. I pay his tuition. I talk to their teachers and their principal. They told me that the curriculum that they follow at United Methodist Church, that's the school they go to. But the curriculum they follow is North Carolina curriculum. It's located in Tai Rizal, Philippines. So when they told me that they using the curriculum of North Carolina, I was so very happy. So that's United Methodist and Tai Rizal in the Philippines. So it made me feel real good about saying, hey, that's where I'm from. North Carolina do it right. So I think option C makes it right for everyone. Option D too, it's not right for me, for us. So that's why I choose option C. So now, United Methodist Church, tight resolve. Check it for yourself, you'll be happy. Thanks for your time. Talk to you later.
Thank you. Okay, next, Camilla Stan.
I'd like to ask, is anybody here that got to sign up that want to speak from this area? I know you had to find the place. I did too, so I thought we would get that. Yeah. I'm gonna be very brief because I just echo what everybody said. I'm Camille Stancy. 127 Midway Lane, Tarboro. They're 3 miles out of Pine Top and 7 miles out of Tarboro. I'm here representing the Eastern North Carolina Civic Group, made of 23 counties from Rocky Mount back to the coast. I got about 244 people watching. I don't know, I can't say they all for option C or not, but they are. I am giving them the option to be able to see this. And of course, y'all are not recorded, so that's a good thing. And y'all can share it with your folks. I agree with everything everybody has said, so I don't need to go into that. I'm gonna go to all the meetings and record them. But I do want to make 2 corrections. I was corrected. I want to say that Ann Kent has a grandchild in the school system, and Jill Calvin has a child. So I just want to make that correction because that one of the meetings that I didn't attend, it was specified that a lot of folks that were speaking didn't have children in the school system. I made the comment that none of the board members did either. But I don't know Jill Calhoun like I know all of y'all guys. We go way back to the 80s. All these go way back. I go way back to the 80s, to the meetings when one nobody there was me. Sit out the waiting y'all to get out 11, 12 o'clock. After y'all got out of closed session. And I know Reverend Prittle, he's my board member right now until this merger. And I hate to lose him. But from C and D, I would get Mr. So I just want to say option C is the one for me. Thank you.
All right, next. Angela R. Bryan.
No, Chair, fair.
You what?
There's somebody else that does my call. Is there somebody else that I treat? Can I speak, give my time to the please?
Who is it?
My coordinator. Is that okay?
Is that you?
Hi, board. I apologize for being late to the party, but once learning about this, it was extremely important to me. I've been in front of you before with our media camp, so you know my background in terms of student affairs and college counseling. So I'm here on behalf of students. That's who I always advocate for. That's who it matters. That's who we're all here for. That's who you are here for, and who you're representing. And so for me, representation and just knowing students, it matters, right? And so the more comfortable those students are, we're talking about middle school, elementary, those type of things, those environments matter, those representations matter. Keeping those affinity groups, especially at K through 12 age, matters. And so I'm here speaking for students who can't speak for themselves, who don't even know how certain things affect them until later on in life. I'm going on 40, and I'm just, maybe in the last decade learning about school board systems and how they actually affected me while I was in school and what matters. And if any of our students knew that we were having conversations about breaking up their communities, they would be in here ranting and raving that they don't want that, and we all know that. And so on behalf of students, let's do what's best for our students. And to me, that is by having the most equal representation of our students, which would be option C. So thank you for your time, and God bless you. I'm sorry.
If you don't mind,
Yes.
will you come and record your information?
Yes.
That is your name, address, and time.
Yes. Talk it out the way.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. We have another speaker, and that is Roy Draper, Reverend Roy Draper. Okay.
Good evening, Madam Chair,
Good
board
evening.
members, Dr. Bryan. I come with a special task because I'm home. I entered these walls in 1968, one of 5 black students in the whole school, and graduated in 1971. I also come experience in the election. I have worked for several years doing early vote as site chair manager in the Rocky Mount voting district. Keeping community together make voting so much simpler. Voters come in and they got a set in their mind because they talk to their next door neighbor or the person across the street who they're going to be voting for. And when they get there, that person is not on their ballot. It makes it a whole lot simpler when you keep communities together. So I'm supporting option C, to keep community together. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just remind everyone that there'll be 3 more.
Okay. All right. Great deal. We enjoyed listening to you all. That's very, very important that we just listen. And that's what I did. And I think these folks right beside me. You talk about for the next meeting. Okay. I don't think these individuals want to go to Tarver, but you're welcome to go to Tarver High School. And that is June the 12th. That's when the next one will be. Thursday. Oh, yes. Y'all working us a little bit. Y'all working us a little bit. It's very, very interesting what you said. And the way you said it was very interesting. And it told me something. So I listened to what you said. Now I hope you'll keep spreading the message that this is a job that everyone in Edgecombe County has a part of. Everyone. Not that community, not that, no. Everyone within the school district in Edgecombe County. And that's our role and responsibility. I don't care which. If you're a district 1, 2, 3, 4, you gotta look at and care about every single student. That's what we have to be about. And the conditions of our facilities, real important. And you will be surprised how much work we're going to have to do with that one issue. Yes, Edgecombe County has already been looked at. Got a cut right here. So we'll see you all at the next meeting. It's going to be interesting who I see here, who I'm going to see Thursday. And this is an informal meeting, so the next one will be informal too. And we want to keep it to the time frame. We have about an hour that we would love to spend listening to our communities. And thank you so much. Good seeing you. All right. Have a great evening. Thank you. How much time do you have? It's about an hour.